Hello. I have just finished the execution on mm, on the on the result recording, and then right now I have result Mulong over here and then result Carlos. So what I will be doing in this session is to clean up the data in the result Carlos. I will be doing the cleanup for result Mulong in the background because this will be taking quite some time. So for this, what I will need is CSV editor, mainly maybe Excel or Google Docs. I will be using Google Docs for this case. And then I will also need to download the debug crops folder over here. If you did not put it inside your Google Drive, what you can do is to like navigate through here, and then when you need it you can like just download the things that you need. So for example, if I were want to download this file, that will be something like this. Just press the download button. I wonder if you can drag and drop out. No, that doesn't work, sadly. Yeah. Okay. I don't think you can. You will need to like do it bit by bit. Hmm. Okay, that's too bad then. Okay. So now have I downloaded the file? Let's see. Oh, yes, it's here. I do not want to download this. I want to download this. Download in my desktop. Did something refresh? Okay, anyway. So I will be putting this on my desktop. This will take some time to extract. And then I will open this spreadsheet in the meantime. So there's two things that we will need to take note here is the error when the damage converts. Because when we are plotting it to a graph, all the numbers should be like a number. So in this case, I will be looking at the damage. I will be focusing a lot onto the damage BA section. So everything else, I will just hide them. Where's the hide button? Yeah. Then I will also hide this thing. Zoom in a bit, maybe 200. So over here, for this to be converted into a number, I will be removing the k. So let's name it like so the formula will be something like this, substitute, and then text to search for k, and then I will be replacing it with an empty string, and then autofill. This will be this will be to see whether the numbers are like working correctly. And then the next one, I will be doing a bit of a subtraction, which is equals to this minus this. And then there will be negative values. That is also something that I will need to look out for. So what I will be doing is to do a conditional formatting. The reason that I don't do that as a formula is because there might be an issue. There may be a issue like, let's say, a plus, maybe something with everything zero at the back. That is also another thing that we will need to take note of. And then the numbers going too big or too small. Yeah. Okay. So back to conditional formatting part. So we will be going into format and then conditional formatting. That's the range. And then is less than 0. I will be putting this on one side of my screen, and then maybe I'll hide this thing since that's only that's something which I don't really care. And then I will need the right side of my screen to be my debug folder. That's it here. So to make my life a bit easier, I will be using the search. Is it possible to close this? Never mind. I'll just leave it here. I will be using the search and then search for damage underscore BA. And then that will give like all the different nips. So that I can like go through a bit easily. So in this case, it is 62.78. So I can just do something like this. 62.78. This is 194 instead of 134. And that's our first issue. Okay, never mind. Still looks wrong. But then 194 looks correct in our case. So we should be looking into the previous image. In this case, this is 186. The reason why OCR usually give a lot of error is because of the text at the back where it overlaps. Hopefully Maple will fix that sometime. So this again, that's 194. No, this 202. I guess the next one is 209. Yep, 209. And then since we already know that starts with a 2, we can like just sort of change everything at the start to a 2. Okay, this might be a 3, so I'm not going to touch that. So we do a brief check. 63.77, that's 202.016, 209.297, 217.133, this is 224. There's some issues here. And then next is 67.73, 228.716. The next one is 223. 240. So back to 68.72. That is 223310. So the previous one is most likely wrong. No, wait. Is this 23 or 22? Okay, sounds like 23 to me. Okay. The number looks about right now. So the next issue is 77.62. That's most likely 290. I probably did not do damage at that point. And then this should be 302. But let's double check this. 78.61. 2728, and then only at 80 it hits 291. So this is probably 284. Huh? 284, and then this is 282. 77.62 is probably 280. Yeah, this looks correct now. 80.61, 291, 296, and I guess this is 83.57, 298, and then 300. Hold on. So it's like we will be using slowly go through bit by bit and then see, look through everything. Okay, I'm done with the numbers now. So this is sort of what it looks like. And then before I go back to the before I overwrite everything, let me just drop this. And then export everything back as a CSV file. File, download CSV. I will name this as result color clean. Okay. A little showcase on what it will look like. Let me track that in my code editor. Oh yes, and you will need to put it back in your Google Drive so that you can read the file later. So I will be leaving it here, and then I no longer need. Okay lah, maybe I'll just leave it for now. Where is it? And then a small preview on what it looks like. Where is it? Frame sampling result in result analyzer dot. Okay. So this is going to take a while. That is so the server started. So yeah, over here there's also the same buffs and debuffs file. But why is it taking so long? Never mind, let's try it again. Did it run? No. No, not this one. No, this is Google Colab. I don't need it now. Do I still need it open? No. Yeah. Did it run? Oh no. Yet. Oh, okay, that worked. This is what the clean output will look like. And then we can see the different peaks over here. So this is something like our birth cycle. First birth cycle, second birth cycle, something like this. And the different buff timestamps at the top. I will be showing how to do this in Google Colab, since I'm pretty sure most of you would not have Python in your computer. So yeah, that will be something on the next video. Thanks for tuning in.